The Goat Who Wanted to Fly. Do you know that in one strange village there was once a goat who wanted to fly? Yes, you heard me right. A goat who wanted wings like the eagle and the hawk. A goat who believed that if birds could dance in the sky, then surely he too could join them. And the story of this goat is one that people still whisper under the moonlight because it teaches us why goats always stand and look at the sky with longing. Now, listen carefully, because if you blink, you might miss the secret. Long ago, in the land of green hills and tall trees, goats were happy eating grass, chewing leaves, and climbing little rocks. But there was one goat who was not happy at all. His name was Kwaku. Kwaku, the goat, was different. While the other goats were busy munching and resting, Kwaku was staring at the sky. He watched the birds as they flapped their wings and soared across the clouds. He watched the hawks circle high. He watched the tiny sparrows dance like dust in the wind. He watched the vultures glide without a single flap, and his heart burned with desire. Why should I remain down here, he thought every day. Why should I eat dry grass and be chased by children while the birds sing and dance in the air? If I had wings, I would rise above the trees. I would see the whole village. I would be greater than the eagle. Yes, I must find a way to fly. One day, Kwaku gathered his friends under the big baobab tree. "Listen to me," he said. "I am tired of walking on the ground. I want to fly like the birds." His friends laughed until their bellies shook. They rolled on the ground and bleated. "You are foolish. Kwaku," they said, "goats cannot fly. We were made to eat grass, not to chase the wind. Forget your dream." But Kwaku did not forget. That night, when the moon was full, Kwaku went to the forest. He found the old owl perched on a branch. The owl who was known to be wise and to see things hidden by darkness. Old Mother Owl. Kwaku said, "Tell me, how can I fly?" The owl turned her head slowly, her eyes shining like two lamps. "Goat, you were given strong legs to climb, not wings to soar. Why do you want what is not yours?" But Kwaku stamped his hoof and replied, "I do not accept that answer. Tell me what I must do." The owl sighed and whispered, "If you are stubborn, go to the gathering of birds tomorrow. They will meet by the river to sing and dance. Maybe they will listen to your plea. Maybe they will give you wings. But be careful, goat, because not every gift is a blessing." The next morning, Kwaku trotted quickly to the river, and there he saw them, the birds of all colors, red parrots, green doves, yellow weavers, black ravens, shining like polished stones. They were dancing. They were singing their feathers, flashing in the sun. Kwaku pushed himself into the circle and shouted, "Brothers and sisters of the sky, please listen to me. I am Kwaku the goat, and I wish to join you. Give me wings, and I will fly with you." The birds were silent for a moment, then they burst into laughter. The parrots squawked, the ravens croaked, the doves cooed. "Foolish goat," they said, "you cannot fly. Your back is heavy, your legs are stiff, your horns will drag you down. Go back to your grass." But Kwaku did not give up. He begged and begged until the birds grew tired. Finally, the chief of birds, the great eagle, spread his mighty wings and said, "Enough, if this goat wants to fly, let us help him. Each bird will give him one feather. He will tie them together and see what happens." So the birds plucked one feather each. The parrot gave a red feather, the dove a white one, the raven a black one, the peacock gave a shining feather of blue and green. Soon Kwaku had a whole bundle of feathers. He tied them with string and stuck them on his back. Then he climbed to the top of a rock and cried, "Watch me now. Watch Kwaku the flying goat." He leapt into the air, flapping his strange wings, and to everyone's shock he rose for a moment. Yes, he rose. The feathers carried him up. The wind lifted him higher. The goats in the field bleated with amazement. The children in the village shouted with joy, "A flying goat! A flying goat!" But pride is a heavy stone. Kwaku forgot the warning. He forgot that the feathers were not truly his. He soared higher and higher. He looked down and laughed at the goats who could only chew grass. He shouted at the chickens scratching the ground, "Poor creatures, look at me. I am above you all. Even the eagle, I will soon be king of the sky." He flapped harder, but the string began to loosen one by one. The feathers slipped away first. The red parrot feather, then the white dove feather, then the shining peacock feather. They scattered like autumn leaves. Kwaku felt himself wobble. He cried, "No, no, stay with me," but the feathers did not listen. They were eager to return to their true owners. Down he went, tumbling, rolling, bleeding through the air. The birds gasped. The goats screamed. Kwaku crashed into a thorn bush and rolled out with his skin scratched and his head bare, for, in his fall, his wings tore off every hair from his head, leaving him bald and shining like a calabash. From that day, Kwaku never tried to fly again. He walked with shame while the other goats mocked him. "Look at the flying goat." They laughed, "Where are your wings now?" And when children asked why goats always stare at the sky, the elders would tell them because once a foolish goat almost flew, but pride plucked him from the heavens and dropped him to the ground. And that is why, even today, when you see goats standing still and gazing upward, they are remembering Kwaku the goat, who wanted to fly. They are dreaming of what might have been. They are warning us that we must be content with the gifts we are given, because the sky is wide, but it does not welcome everyone. So, my friends, if you ever find yourself wishing to be something you are not, remember Kwaku, remember his bald head shining in the sun, and know that greed and pride can make you fall harder than you ever dreamed, because wings that are borrowed will never keep you flying.